Alright, so we're tastemakers, and Andrew's enjoying a tasty treat there.
This is a pineapple smoothie with chunks of ice, whipped egg, and I think a little bit of white chocolate, perhaps. Definitely some coconut in there. This is what you might call a funny pina colada. Now, not a traditional pina colada, a funny one, because it's got no alcohol, completely virgin, but it does have whipped chocolate, eggs, and of course pineapple and coconut. And maybe a little ice and guava in there too.
So what keeps you running on the tour when you're on the road?
Really just actually the road itself. There's something very perpetual about it. Meaning, the other day we had a day off.
Okay.
And you think on a day off, well, you'll get so much energy, you'll be able to rest. But the atmosphere is so quiet, there's no adrenaline there. There's no energy. I mean, you come here today, everyone's running around, everyone's high energy, everyone's making the most of the day, everyone's here working and doing their best, including you and including every audience member that came to participate in the festival. So that energy is out there. I mean, you can't not feel it. You can't not feel it. Even if you're just on the outskirts, sitting in your car quietly, you can feel this intense event happening. And that actually is my energy source. Just the Warped Tour itself is enough to keep me going.
Okay, so you're in Warped Tour now. What's next for you? What's bigger and further for Andrew?
After the Warped Tour, I'll be going back to New York City and recording a new album. Now, this will be our first new rock and roll album since really 2006.
Right.
We recently re-released an old album, so our new release now is Close Calls with Brick Walls. It's a 2-CD set.
Awesome.
It's out everywhere, iTunes, Amazon. You can special order it. I mean, it's a 2-CD actual collection. But a new album is coming out next year, as well as more world touring. I mean, this is the first time I've been back with my band on the road in like 5 years. So to me, actually, it's a bit of a comeback. We are here now with more determination than ever. This is a movement.
Okay.
This is a cause and a call to arms.
So what's the mission statement of the band then? It's
very, very straightforward. The mission statement is to spread love and to enjoy yourself. And it's very easy sometimes to laugh off a big emotion like love, but when you're in that state where you can look at someone you've never met before and say, you know, I feel okay about that person.
Yeah.
Or go someplace you never visited before and say, I feel okay here. You're in your highest state. And this music, this entertainment, everything that I do in TV or any other way, even in an interview like this, it's all to get us to that state of joy, that state of partying, that state of celebration where we're feeling at our highest.
Yeah.
We're feeling in love with life, with our life. And that's my mission, and I intend to keep on doing it.
What is your favorite smell?
I don't have any favorites, so if there are questions about favorites, it's hard for me to pick favorites. I do have a new smell that's been introduced to me in my life. It's my own personal air freshener. Now, I'm actually wearing one down here. I choose to wear it on my belt loop because my belt loop region, just this sort of region, is where I've wanted the most odor protection or the most help with fragrance in general. And yeah, we have these now. This is the official Andrew WK Party Hard Air Freshener. We made 50,000 of them, and we're trying to spread them throughout the universe. So
beautiful. We're
trying to make the world smell like a party, and that's the idea.
We should try to get one on the International Space Station.
Actually, we not the space station, but we were working on getting some to NASA.
That's awesome.
Because they have locker rooms there, and you can hang it in your locker room, your office, of course, on your car, rear view mirror. Just want to make a good smell of partying every place we go.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you, instead of favorites, what's your reaction to certain words? Explosions.
Explosions, that makes me think of destroying, and that makes me think of building as well, because once you destroy something, you got to build. I have a TV show I do with 2 teams of young kids. We blow things up. It's called Destroy, Build, Destroy, and of course explosions, that's what we have most of on that show. 500-foot fireballs with mushroom clouds and smoke rings, the whole shebang. I mean, it's definitely an explosion.
Okay, lasers.
Well, actually, that makes me think of Laser Beam, who's an amazing DJ and dance music artist who just did a remix of a song called Work by an artist named Sherry Lilly.
Okay.
Now, Sherry Lilly also performs in my band as our singer and dancer.
Okay.
And she's about to release an EP of remixes for her song Work, W-E-R-K. Sherry Lilly, C-H-E-R-I-E-L-I-L-Y. That makes me think of her.
Okay, Fang Island.
That makes me think of a band, actually. There's a band out there called Fang Island, and anytime I heard the words Fang and Island that close together, I can't help but think of this band. incredible group. I've been fortunate enough to do some shows with them. There's a nightclub that my friends and I opened in Manhattan called Santos Party
Where you
House.
premiered their CD, right?
There you go, yeah, New York City. They had their CD release party there. They played some of their first shows that I ever saw there with other groups like Sherry Lilly. Actually performed a show with them too. I mean, it's all tied together. You've done your research. You've got all the connections here.
Oh, they're one of our favorites right now.
Likewise, they're a fantastic group.
Okay.
Amazing drum.
Absolutely. So who are you listening to on the road right now?
There's a new artist that I mean, this guy's been blowing my mind for years now, but the more I've heard of his music, the more I've gotten to be a part of it, the more I've been blown away. The artist's name is Alistair X. I've been listening to this new EP called The Git. It'll be coming out very soon. I have an advanced copy. The Git, G-I-T. This guy, Alistair X, the first time I heard his music, it really was a life-changing moment. You probably have those too, where you remember where you were the first time you heard something, what was happening, those touchstones, those moments where your mind has been blown. That's what makes life worth living. And this guy has made my wife and my life worth living for several years now.
Okay. So, I mean, you've been all over the place. You've even spoken at Northeastern, but what's some of the favorite places that you've been while either on the road or just on vacation?
Another favorites question. There's a fantastic place called House on the Rock.
Okay.
Now, we're not very near to it right now. It's in Wisconsin.
Okay.
But it is in the northern part of the country, so you can relate to the weather there. It is a beautiful place to go if you want to have your mind blown.
Okay.
Now, House on the Rock, as far as what is it, what are you going to see there, it's very, very hard to describe. And in fact, it seems as though the entire idea of this place is to make it beyond description so that I can only tell you its name, but can't tell you anything about it. However, if you go there, and if you follow my recommendation, or if you've been there, then you already are aware, it will change your life.
Okay.
What music do you equate with House on the Rock? If that's a better way to
What was that? What music?
What music would you equate to House on the Rock?
I've never heard music that equates to it. It's actually a very musical experience. There's a lot of musical elements to the attraction. But I guess I would equate merry-go-round music, because they have a lot of merry-go-rounds.
Nice, nice.
Big, huge merry-go-round there.